First of all, I appreciate you guys having me here, and it's kind of ironic. I actually signed a national letter of intent to play at Tulane coming out of high school, and Coach Johnson is my cousin, and it's exciting to go back home to play against those guys. David Johnson, the running backs coach at Tulane, he's a very dear and near friend of mine, and it's an exciting time for those guys. And I also have some high school players that I coach that actually plays for Tulane. Jordan Sullivan is a starting cornerback, and Matthew Bailey. So it's an exciting time, and I'm very fortunate to be here and have an opportunity to coach against those guys.
They give you a little extra incentive, man?
I just love football. I don't care who I'm playing against. But, just to have that connection is important. But I'm a competitor, and I want to win. So every game is the same intensity for me. And our room over there, I'm coaching the running backs here.
Coach, what's it mean from a recruiting standpoint in the city of New Orleans to go to make an impact in this game Thursday?
Whenever you have the home team and you go there to recruit, you have to have something to say that you've done against that team and be able to win. And for us being 0-7 against Tulane, I think it's a very important game for us to win, to go there and have some leverage and go there and try to get some good football players down in that area. So I'm excited about the opportunity for us to go out there and do that, and it's going to make a good showing for Louisiana Tech football.
When you look back to that NC State game, you think about those fumbles for your running back group. What did y'all do that last week to really fix that issue?
Well, we talk about the next play all the time. I tell my running backs you have to have a short memory. That's for the good things and the bad things. And you got to look forward to playing the next play. And, I just told them go out there and have fun and do what you normally do and what comes natural to you. And like this week, we got to talk about Tevin King playing so well. We got to forget that. That's last week, so we got to move forward. And our room is very competitive, and we want to make sure that we're competing at the highest level. And we are very supportive of one another. So when TK's running the ball, KD, Marlon, Blake, those guys, we all are rooting for them and hoping that they're doing a great job for us.
What makes Kenneth Dixon so durable? That's one thing Coach mentioned just a second ago. What makes him so durable as a football player?
His work ethics. He loves the weight room. His enthusiasm that he has for the game of football. Football for us is controlled violence, and he loves to play violent football. So he has to work hard. He has to take care of his body. He has to treat himself well all the time and make sure that he's doable enough to play, being flexible, and it's just preparing himself to play football all the time.
You mentioned all the connections between you and the school. Has there been any kind of talking back and forth yet about the game?
No, sir. Not right now. We focus in. I turn my phone off. I don't have it with me right now. I'm just glad we're playing in Ruston and not in New Orleans, because I wouldn't have got enough tickets to get everybody in. It's on a Thursday night, so they're not driving up to Ruston. So, not really. Those are friends of mine. Like I said, David Johnson, he and I coached together at Old Perry Walker, and it's kind of funny. I got him into coaching football, and then he wound up being the head coach at my alma mater, St. Augustine. So, good friends. Love those guys, but when we get between those lines, it's about winning football and winning for the red and blue.
When you looked at that last week, of course, the injury to Kenneth, and then Tevin, with them being so close, how did you like the way that Tevin responded to it without thinking too much about what was going on with Kenneth?
Well, I'm extremely proud of what Tevin was able to do, especially when Coach talked about Tevin fumbling the ball twice, going through a tough injury himself, and then seeing his best friend, his roommate, go down in an injury in the first quarter. And I told him, hey, this football. This is a violent game. Injuries going to occur. You need to go out here and play as well as you're capable of playing, and give your all for your teammate, because if he was out there, he'll be doing the same for you. And, when Tevin was injured, KD was there every day with him for treatment. So those two young men are unique and special, not just on the football field but off as well, and they're very supportive of one another. They're brothers, and they love what each other do. They complement each other extremely well. So he was down, but I told him, hey, you still got to play, and he was able to go out there and perform extremely well for us, and I'm proud of him for doing those things.
How much of a benefit is that to you and your position group to have your top two guys so close, helping each other out with everything they do?
It's extremely important, but it's not just those two. It's all five of those guys, including the walk-on, Boston Scott. We're a unit, and when one plays well, we all play well, and we want to make sure that we're competing every day at practice against ourselves, because if you're not performing well, you're going to come sit next to me. So that gives you an opportunity to go out there and do the things that you're supposed to do on a daily basis. And those guys understand that, and they know what to expect, and they're very hardworking young men. I tell them all the time I love them. I'm appreciative to be able to coach them and give them opportunity, or give me the opportunity to be out there with them and pushing themselves to another level, and I'm extremely proud of that.